communication. Painting is all about communicating. To whom and for what is up to you, the painter. Some paintings are so powerful at communicating, they evoke emotions in the viewer. Relaxing is an emotion too. Yowzer! Did you notice the snake? Skilled artists can move people to action or send them down memory lane. They can create a longing or a dread. They can make people laugh or cry. They can make people angry, thankful, shocked, and afraid. Ugh. Okay, but how do they do that? All this adrenaline because of a little pigment on a cloth or a board or any number of other surfaces. My hope is to nurture your creativity. In this little presentation, I hope to put a tool or two in your workbox to enable you to better evoke emotion in your audience. But first, let's define what emotion is in relation to this presentation. Emotions. What are they? According to researchers at Johns Hopkins Hospital, emotions are specific reactions to a particular event, and they're usually of fairly short duration. This presentation will take a brief look at how a few contemporary artists have achieved emotional responses in their audiences. The Hopkins researchers reported great art, music, and literature deal on a fundamental level with arousing emotions and creating an emotional connection between the artist and the public. Okay, now let's look at a few paintings that have proven to reach emotional levels of interest and examine just how they did that. Keep in mind, much of art's appeal is dependent on the eyes of the beholders, and many works create opposite effects in different people. This oil painting by Mark Rothko is titled Number 12, 1951. Mr. Rothko said, "I'm not an abstractionist. I'm not interested in the relationship of color or form or anything else. I'm interested only in expressing basic human emotions, tragedy, ecstasy, doom, and so on." Mark Rothko took his own life on February 25, 1970, in his New York studio. Today, Rothko is considered among the great pioneers of American post-war art and as one of the major representatives of abstract expressionism, much to his chagrin, I'm sure. 9/11 inspired thousands of artists, including this Crying Eagle by D.E. Waldron and Guy Parnitz. Done in September of 2001. Anyone who is old enough to understand is moved by artwork memorializing this atrocity. The following assignments of the relationship of color to expressive meaning are only general tendencies. An individual painting may move in other directions. But generally, the color white indicates innocence and purity. Brides wear white. White reflects light and is considered a summer color. Doctors and nurses wear white to imply sterility. Black is authority and power, or submission and evil. Red is the most emotionally intense color. Indicates confrontations. It's a very loud color. The most romantic color is pink, and it's tranquilizing, but it can also zap energy. Blue causes the opposite reaction as red. Peaceful, tranquil blue causes the body to produce calming chemicals. Blue can also be cold and depressing. It can encourage productivity, energy, and strength. Green symbolizes nature. It is a calming, refreshing color that hospitals often use because it relaxes patients. Brides in the Middle Ages wore green to symbolize fertility. Dark green is masculine, conservative, and implies wealth. Yellow. Cheerful, sunny yellow is an attention getter. It conveys optimism and encourages concentration. It is also said to speed up metabolism. Purple is the color of royalty. Purple connotes luxury, wealth, and sophistication. It can also be feminine and romantic. However, because it's rare in nature, purple can appear artificial. Brown denotes reliability and manliness. Light brown implies genuineness. Brown can also be sad and wistful, or accompany black and be very scary. As a matter of fact, this brown-black combination defines a painting so scary, I don't want to show it. I know, the artist in you is really wanting to see it now. Okay, here it is. Oh, you want to see more? Okay, get ready. Saturn eating his child, appropriately titled by Goya in the early 1800s after he'd gone mad. On a more healthy note, the comforting muted green and texture in this circa 1900 Monet titled